Video number 6 of the Bonham Experience. The Bonham Experience. The Moby Dick video. Remember, as I've said in the other 5 videos that are out, this is just the basic paradigm, which is the launching pad in Moby Dick. Remember, we're talking about like the 1972, 1973 onward. Remember, I'm not talking about the... Not the Drum Also Waltzes Max Roachy stuff. That's which is cool as hell. Like 69, 70, 71, which is where the gestation for what I am talking about comes from. It's a neat sort of evolution, you know what I mean? And George and I will make videos on the evolution of this. But what I am talking about here in these videos, this series that I've made, this fresh series with the better camera and the better sound, and trying to be less ADD and spread the concepts out in other videos so you can sort of take doses of it without having to be exposed to 40 minutes of 6 concepts you don't remember. That thing there. This is what I'm doing. So basically, something, and I will talk about this in a video after this, about the concept, even though technically, observably, this is what Bonham is physically playing. What he's actually playing is something that I know was in his head. He was playing something in his head. Like, if you could have, I think, listened into Bonham's brain as he was doing Moby Dick, he might have heard like, you know, not necessarily a jazzy thing, but a big bandy thing, I'm pretty sure. And it just comes out, if you remove that music, you just hear what he's playing on the drums. Again, like rock and roll. Myself, I used to show people, I used to play rock and roll back in the day. It sounded right when you'd hear me play it, but I wasn't picking it up on an upbeat. I was starting the whole thing on 1 and just adding 3/8 notes at the end. So it sounded just like the record, but I was thinking about in a way that, even though I was playing it right, wasn't really accurate to what the concept is, which, as we know, is a pickup note. As Slade Crabtree, God love you, pointed out to me 10 years ago, and I've been talking about ever since. 1, 2, 3, da 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 dun 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 da 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 da. Right? Like, that's a quick mystery solved. That could happen. Like, if Bonham or somebody, Bonham was still alive, you could say, well, actually, yeah, I'm doing that, Terry or George or whomever. But yeah, that is what I'm doing. But I'm actually, even though those notes are proper, if you think about, like, technically speaking, in this, I don't know, I can only speak for me, know technically where the 1 is. I'm treating, for the purposes of this video, for the teaching purposes, remember, I'm talking about it in groups of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Or in the earlier videos, I talk about you can break 8/8 notes up into 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, which I'm doing for teaching purposes. And I said this in the video 4 and 5. Technically, if you really watch Bonham play live, it really is sort of a triplet, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, what, really? But more for our ear purposes, we're always used to stuff in 4/4. Plus, 2 Moby Dick is in 4/4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So just treating the solo in that same 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or, as I said, sometimes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, okay? So, again, when I was saying we really don't know where the 1 is in Bonham's mind, I'm treating it as 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a, with the extra bass drum, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4 and a and a 4E and a, really we don't know in Bonham's, if you could listen to the melody going on in Bonham's head, we don't really know if that's really where the 1 is. Okay, very similar like to the intro of Misty Mountain Hop, which really music-wise is the same music concept as Winslow, Arizona, got on my mind. Take it easy. Listen to the beginning of Take It Easy. 1, 2, 3. Bam, bana, bam, bana, da. Ba. If you don't know that first note, like in Take It Easy, if you take that first note and Take It Easy, or the first note in Misty Mountain Hop, 2, 3, 4, ba 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 ba, or 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da, it throws you off. And I think it could be the same with Moby Dick. It's just what I'm trying to do best I can is just show everybody physically the mechanics of what Bonham's actually doing. And specifically, like I said, and I always get off the track of, is the boom, boom, ba, 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 da, 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 boom, boom, ba, is the basic launching point for it. But I seldom, if ever, hear anybody play the boom, boom, ba, 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 da, 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 boom, boom, ba, 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 properly. Okay? And as can be observed in the Moby Dick 50% MIDI video that God bless that person put up, whoever he or she is, you can really, it's confirmed what Bonham's actually doing. And I'm going to play what he's actually, if you listen to that real slow, okay? Remember, here we are in video 6. Remember, here's Moby Dick, right? Well, if you slow that way down like you hear in another window, or later on, type into YouTube, 50, the percentage sign, Moby Dick, and you're going to see this. Again, it's from Earl's Court, which is video. They use video cameras because they projected it on a screen. That putting a screen at a concert in 1975 was a novel concept, okay? Hadn't really been done that much before. But it's video, which means that you can really slow it down and see what Bonham or anybody's doing at a slower speed. With film, like Royal Albert Hall or Madison Square Garden, even though you might have watched it on a video cassette, it was transferred from film to the video cassette. The action sometimes is so fast, the film frames won't properly really pick up what Bonham or anybody's doing at a high speed. So finally, the video came along of Earl's Court, and you can really slow what Bonham's doing. And he's doing this. It sounds like this. Okay, you'll hear it. And the funny thing is, if you really listen to it, it actually, remember, that's slowed down. He's not playing it this slow. It's actually hard to play it this slow. I've worked on it. But it actually, there's a lot of times in there where Bonham's doing it sounds sloppy. Like you're like, ooh, but then if you speed it up to regular speed, it sounds really cool and classic what the hell he's doing. But he's doing this, watch. And 2, and 3, and, now bear with me here. What he's doing, that's what he's doing. It'll sound different because he's going to the tom. Sometimes he's playing this pattern, but like this, like. Let me get the bass drum in there. That's what it sounds like. But now, here's the thing. What makes it a little difficult and a little awkward is I know it fights our natures to kind of want to do it that way because, check this out, and I'll show you. Remember how I was saying where the bass drum goes like this? That third bass drum note occurs underneath one of the doubles. Watch. That's not easy for everybody to do. It's kind of counterintuitive sometimes. See how the bass drum's hitting once, but my left hand's hitting twice? See, even there I messed it up because I'm not really thinking about, I mean, see hang on a second. I'm so anxious to show you guys something because this, what I'm going to say after this, is real important. I kind of, this is what happens with my ADD. I can't wait to get to it. Hear that? When that's played up to speed, that sounds real cool. That's where you get the doom doo la ba da ba da boom be la ba. That's what, as evidenced by the Bonham 50%, you see that he's actually doing that. And that, having the, in your arsenal of the 1972 on Moby Dicks, being able to properly play that, is important because that is a very crucial thing. That's why I made these videos. One, primarily, so everybody can properly get but also to the sticking of it properly. Once everybody gets this little, this doom da doom ba da da ba, once you get that down, you then can go places with Moby Dick. It's like everybody, including myself, stumbles on this primary basic building block of it. And for me, I'm going to tell you something. This is a confession. I have a big I can do this slow. Try to do this slow. You'll find it'll take you you'll be able to play this faster probably before you can play it slower. I can do it slow like it sounds in the video. When I start getting fast, I have a tremor in my left hand. Now I'm going to say real fast. I'm not saying this is the reason why I have a problem doing this faster, but I will say this. Even though paradiddle, the sticking here is a lot like a paradiddle diddle. A paradiddle diddle would be right, left, left, right? Correct? But now each one of those notes is evenly spaced. Okay? Da 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 da. Well, that would just be 6. I'm not a da 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 da. Okay? Ba 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 ba. Even though technically in Moby Dick, we're not playing it like that. We're playing it more like 1 and 2 and 3 and okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and is different than 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you know what I mean? It's not the same as, okay, but for whatever reason for me, and I have to tell you this, it's been killing me. You'll notice if you watch me play Moby Dick, go back and watch my 2 or 3 Moby Dicks I have. I'll overplay it. I throw a lot more doubles in with my right hand and stuff, and to make it a lot more busy because I can't, in my ear, adequately play it like I think Bonham's actually playing it. Because when I do my left hand just before that series of doubles gets at a faster speed a little trippy, and I don't mean in a good way. It's kind of like and it sounds like shite. So I don't do it live because it doesn't sound right. But I can assure you, especially with the proof of the frickin' Bonham 50% Moby, you'll see this is truly exactly what he's doing in this basic paradigm. It is. And here's the thing. This is part of the reason why. Like with me, let's say we do a regular paradiddle diddle, right? Correct? Right, left, right, left, left. Right, left, right, left, left. Well, a paradiddle diddle can be like a 7-stroke roll if you add another note at the end of it. So, diddle diddle da, diddle diddle da. Right? Correct? You can go. Sonically, it's the same as 7 notes. But when I do my historically, when I've done paradiddle diddles to get like a 7-stroke thing, I'll do an inverted. So instead of right, left, right, right, left, left, right, what I'll do is right, left, left, right, right, left, right. So if you close your eyes, it sounds this. Well, it should sound the same as a regular one. Now, if I start doing those faster, the Bonham way or regular paradiddle diddle way, if I start going real fast, see how my left hand starts to choke up and get all bizarro? I'm not doing that on purpose. That actually happens. But if I play it a way I normally have, I'll do it on the hat. Versus the regular way, bottom way, or paradiddle diddle way, I have a hard time doing it that way. You won't. Trust me. I'm pretty sure it has to do with my tremor. I'm telling you, at some point, wouldn't it be great if I get like a chip in my head and suddenly my tremor goes, and I'm like Gene Wilder, and well, Gene Wilder's non-shooting hand, and I'm like steady as a rock. But I got to confess that's a problem I have. So when I start speeding that up, you remember slow. You're in the bottom 50%, you're going to hear that. Remember, there's more toms in it. Okay? Okay? But so I just want to tell you that right up front. You have to be honest with your own playing. Part of the reason why I didn't make these videos specifically, I've had the new camera system for 2 years now, is because I wanted to try to address that problem. I've been trying to fix my left hand to technically play it right. I'm having a hard time doing it. Now, if I get hit by a meteor or an anvil tomorrow, I never made the videos. These will be helpful for everybody. Even if at a high speed, I want to actually add something else too. And this is the thing I started talking to at the very beginning of the video that I said I was going to make another video about. Technically, in the... Shit, pardon my friend, how much time is left? Oh, yeah. 2 minutes. So in the early days of this part, I'm going to make this real fast because then part 7 will follow where I'll talk about it more. Part 7 will be really, really important. Bonham in the older days would do like if you listen to like Roy Albert Hall, like... See how the left hand isn't hitting any doubles there. It's all the right hand. Well, that part is sort of what gestated into this thing that we're doing. What Bonham would do, I think sometimes really what Bonham's doing there, instead of a real clean, where like each double is getting the same value, like one E and a 2. Okay? Kind of what he's doing is think of that dot, 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 dot as 3 notes. Instead of 1 E and a 2, it's kind of like 1 and a 2. So instead of this, it kind of really is. If you listen to the bottom 50% real slow, you'll hear this. It's kind of like, except the left hand doubles a teeny bit. There's a difference between and this. Oh, do you understand? So if I don't double the left at all, but I get away from this 16th thing, like, but go. Versus. That's where the left hand's doubling. And in an even dot, 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 dot into the thing. See, even now if I do that, my left hand gets funky. It's bizarre. But you know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to talk more at length on in my 7th video. And then go back also how that applies to maybe the melody Bonham's playing along with. Okay, thank you for watching.